so let's get started. Looking a little crazy right now. I have my cap on. We're getting ready to go ahead and throw this wig on. The thing with this unit right here is the 4x4 closure. So with that, you don't get a lot of parting space, but in comparison to like a frontal, it's easier to apply because you're only gluing down like one little portion, but it has its pros and cons. Like I said, you don't have as much parting space, so you can't do like a deep side part. But if you like to wear like a middle part, you can do like a little side part. But if you more so like to wear middle parts, this will be a great option for you. The length, I will put it on the screen. I have to look at my phone. I cannot remember the length of this. However, it is pretty long, comes right to like almost to my waist. But let's just go ahead and get into the topic today, honey, okay? So we are going to be talking about entrepreneurship, how I became an entrepreneur, like how did I get to where I am, and like where did Phyllis Belle birth from? Like how did this come about? You know? So just to begin and just tell you a little backstory, both of my parents are entrepreneurs. Oh gosh, pray for me. Just let's pray that this goes well, because it's hard for me to like do my hair or either do my makeup and then talk to you guys at the same time. All right, so I'm going to be using the Wonderlace. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to first go in with the Bold Hold Liquid Gold, and I just put a little bit right here, just in the area where I'm going to lay down the lace, and I'm just going to let that air dry. I'm going to talk to you guys for a little bit. So both of my parents are entrepreneurs. My dad has been an entrepreneur all of my life. That's all I've ever known him to be and do. So he has his own business. And my mom, she is a hairdresser and she has her own hair salon. So, and she's been doing that ever since I was a baby, even before I was born. So, you know, that's what I grew up seeing. I grew up seeing both of my parents being these entrepreneurs, having their own businesses and working for themselves, okay? Growing up, I would be in the salon with my mom all the time. And I was able to see, you know, be there and see the business, you know? So I saw how she was able to make her own schedule, come in when she wanted in for the most part. And I'm like, oh, I like that. So when I got to be about 16, I started working in the salon with my mom. And I would shampoo, and I started shampooing for my older sister as well. She does hair as well. And then when I was 17 or 18, I think I was 17 or 16, I went to the prom and I did my makeup. I've always been into beauty. I've always, you know, played around with hair and stuff and did makeup and played in makeup. Like that's always been something I love. So when I was 16, 17, whatever, however old you are when you go to your junior prom, I did my makeup for prom, and I did a couple other people makeup for prom, and like people loved it. And it was like, looking back at those pictures now, I'm like, what the heck was I doing? So that next year I did makeup for prom, and I was like, okay, I can do this. I love doing this. The more I did, the better I got. So I started doing makeup for prom, and then I started doing makeup for, oh, I'm getting married. And mind you, I was in the salon, so, you know, by word of mouth and stuff, it just started getting around. Okay, Dominique does makeup. So I just started doing makeup for weddings, for prom, for you name it. If you just going out, you go on date night, going out with the girls, people will come to me to get their makeup. Y'all know how it goes with getting your makeup done. So I did that, and I also got my first job outside of like doing makeup and shampooing in the salon when I was 18. I worked at Food Line for 2 years as a cashier, and that job, it really wasn't bad, to be honest. Just with me, I was able, like I said, I grew up and I was able to see my parents make their own schedule, you know, somewhat like work when they wanted to. You know, if we was going on vacation, it was no problem for them. They didn't have to check in with their boss and be like, can I have these days off? You know, they just took their days off. So I grew up and I saw that. And when I worked at Food Line, and when we would have like things going on, I I had to work. I couldn't take off. And y'all, I would call out all the time. And just for me working at Food Line was like, I cannot work for nobody else. I can't do this. This is not for me. So I knew then that that was not for me. But let me just tell you right now, even when you work for yourself, you're still going to be working and serving others. So there's no way around it. But you get what I'm saying. When you're an entrepreneur, you somewhat have a lot more freedom. But so yeah, working at Food Line, I worked there for 2 years, and I was like, So I would do weddings, and I would see, okay, I could bring in $500-600 in a day. That was like average. And then sometimes $1,000, just depending on how many people was in the wedding party, and just like people just coming for prom, like a prom season. Oh my God, that was the best season ever. Best season ever. And then while I was doing people makeup, they would ask me, what are you using on my lips? What products are you using? What lip gloss is this? Oh my gosh, I love this lip gloss. I'm gonna spray a little bit of this on here. And they would ask me, okay, what's this you using? But mainly it was eyebrows and what lipsticks. So I started looking into having my own business selling lipsticks and eyebrow products. So I went with a private label. I just Googled and I found a private label, and it was based in the US. And what I would say, that was like one of the first, I will not say it was a mistake, because I definitely learned from it. It was something that I was able to have my own brand and just have my name on it. It was Domonique Cosmetics. And you know, at that point I didn't know about how much an item is worth, you know, how much I can get it for wholesale and how much to make. It was just a learning process in the beginning, okay? So I had got my products, started my business, Domonique Cosmetics. I started websites, even though I was selling mainly to my people, my clients. I also had YouTube, so I would tell my YouTube channel. Some of you guys actually bought Domonique Cosmetics. Shout out to you. Thank you. You're the real one. I still have some of those lipsticks and everything in there, which is crazy. But yeah, let me get a comb, y'all. I told y'all this is gonna be hard for me. This is gonna be hard for your girl. Oh, at that time, I was in college at the same time. So when I was in college, I was actually doing makeup on campus. I wasn't doing it a lot. I would do it here and there. I was doing hair and I was doing makeup, but mainly my money was coming from me doing weddings, because I would still go home every weekend, and I would do mainly every weekend and I would do makeup, and because I was making really good money doing that. So and I just, in that time, I saw how it was to make money for yourself and be your own boss. Because if I had something going on the weekend, I didn't have to ask nobody if I could have time off. You know, I just didn't schedule nobody. You get what I'm saying? So, and then I was making money from YouTube. It wasn't a lot back then, but just being able to see how having multiple streams of income can equal, like, you know, it adds up. I was just like, oh, like I could do this. So with that being said, I graduated from college. So y'all know I got married. And then I moved to Washington State, and that's when it all changed. Because at that point, I'm in Washington. I didn't know no one. It was just me, my husband, my daughter. And I hope y'all been able to hear me. It was just me, my husband, and my daughter. And all I had was the income from YouTube. You know, that I went down to one stream of income, because I had stopped selling my products, Domonique Cosmetics. And I was just doing vlogs. I was just vlogging, and I was just making money from YouTube and sponsorships, brand sponsorships, because that's good money too. But I was just doing YouTube and brand sponsorships, and I'm like, I miss doing something hands-on. I miss it. I love beauty. I love makeup. So let me create something else. And I was going back and forth. Do I want to do Domonique Cosmetics? I didn't want it to be just cosmetics. So I prayed about it and I thought of a name. I can't even, I wrote it down like how this name came to me, everything like that. And I have so many journals, like when in the process of developing the name Fearless Belle, and just how everything happened. But I know it was based on Psalms 139, fearfully and wonderfully made. So Fearless Belle, that's where we got the name back in 2018. And it came at a time where I was just going through a lot at that time, and God was really dealing with me and working with me on being fearless. You know, it's so much power in being fearless. And when you're trusting God, there's no reason why you can't be fearless, you know? Ooh, something in my eye. So, anyways, I got the name Fearless Belle and I started Fearless Belle. I knew I wanted to start out with lashes. So I found a lash vendor. And you guys always ask me, how do you start? Baby, you gotta research. That's what I did. I researched. And this time around, I did enough research to know that I wasn't going with the same vendor that I had before with Dominique Cosmetics, because the prices I was paying for the product that I was getting is ridiculous. So I wasn't making a lot of profit. So I knew I had to find a different vendor, and I researched, I tried different samples, and then I came out with 4 pairs of lashes. And from that, I started to build. From lashes, I went into lip products. I think the next year I launched some lip products. And then after that, I dropped my first palette this year, and that went so well. Like, I made the most money I ever made in one day with that launch. That weekend was crazy. And you guys, it's a process. I did not get like, and just being an entrepreneur, I feel like social media makes it seem like, because a lot of people share the good with being an entrepreneur and having your own business, but they don't share all the time where you go days without making $0. Where you can make $500 one day, $0 the next day. You can make $50 one day, $3,000 the next day, $5,000 this day, $200 this day, $0, $0, $0, $0, $0, $700, $0, $0, $0, $30, you know? So it's ups and downs. It's ups and downs. It's a roller coaster, and you just have to be prepared and ready for that. And I'm just thankful enough to have a husband that supports me and, you know, supports what I'm doing, support my business, and just support me on this journey of entrepreneurship, because it's a roller coaster. And I feel like a lot of people don't share that side of being an entrepreneur. It's good, and it also has its down. To everything, it's pros and cons, basically what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's like how, I hope I was detailed enough. That's pretty much how we got to Fearless Belle. I have to plug this out a little bit. So right off the back, it's not like pre-plugged or anything. You're gonna have to plug this wig to make it look more realistic. So I need to get my tweezers, which I don't know where they are because I haven't done this in forever. So give me a second. Yeah, it's a lot that goes into having a business. But the one thing I will say, and the one thing I know for a fact, consistency. If you have a business now, don't stop just because you're not seeing the consistent sales. You have to be consistent before you see consistency in your business. And when I say in your business, I mean in sales. to consistently see them roll in, you got to be consistent first. And when I'm consistent, when I'm on it, when I'm posting, when I'm sending out emails, when I'm sending out texts, I see the profit, I see the benefits of it. But when I'm not, because I have my moments when I fall short, I'm like, oh, I don't feel like it, you know, because you get tired, and I see the outcome of that. So you have to be consistent with it, even when you don't see any progress, even when you don't feel like it's working, even when you're not seeing anything from it. You have to stay consistent. Girl, so I cannot find my tweezers. Like, what the heck? So what I've been doing is I've been parting the hair, and I've been pulling out little strands. So you gotta make do with what you have. I don't recommend this because you can rip the lace. One of the biggest things I want you to take from this video, I'm about to tell you right now. And I did this video because I get asked this question all the time, like, why did I start a business? How did I start? That's the biggest one. How? You want to start a business, how do you start? And it's like, you just start. Honestly, it's never going to be a perfect time. You're never going to be completely ready. Just to be honest, you're never going to be ready, but you're just going to have to start. Everyone starts somewhere. So just start. But before you start that business, I really want you to sit down, get a piece of paper, and write down your why. Why do you want to start a business? What is your business like? What is the purpose of your business? Why do this business need to be created? Like, why? What is your why? And write it down, put it in a safe space, because there's going to be times when you're not going to be getting sales, or when you just going to want to give up. But I want you to look back at that paper, look back at your why, and that why is going to help you. It's going to keep you grounded. It's going to keep you pushing, because your why is going to should be so much bigger than it's just going to keep you grounded. So do that. Write down your why. Just start. You got to start somewhere. It's no secret sauce. Like, you have to start somewhere. Everyone starts from zero, and you just got to start. But with Fearless Belle, I definitely wanted to be more than just beauty products, and I knew that in the beginning. That's why I wanted to have a name other than Dominique Cosmetics. You know, so I wanted a name that could go for many things, and that's why now I'm getting into jewelry. Like, I have my jewelry piece on. We're going to be having these available soon. Alright, so you guys see I've done my makeup. Now it's time to finish my hair off. So I'm going to go ahead and put some curls in it, and then we will work with the part area. Probably just add some concealer right there. So to make my part look more realistic, I'm just taking some of my foundation powder and placing it in there. remember I told y'all that I could not find my tweezers, so I really can't pluck the part out. However, look at that, voila. If you're thinking this is going to be a wig that you can just take out of the pack and just throw on, no, you're gonna have to do a little work to it. However, it's definitely worth it, y'all. It curls so pretty. All right, girl, so this is how my hair turned out. I am absolutely in love with it. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous in the beginning because I'm like, I don't have my tweezers, what I'm gonna do. And as you can see, your girl made it do what it do. It ended up coming out very nicely. This is 20 inches, so if you are into the longer lengths, girl, this is the unit for you. I will say it's a little easier to work with as opposed to getting a frontal, just because, like I said earlier, it's 4x4. You're only working with a small portion. However, the downfall to that is you can't do like a deep side part, but you can do like a part like right here. You can part the hair and do it. It's just not going to be a deep side part. So if you are looking for a deep side part, you would definitely have to get a frontal for that. However, they do have frontals on the website. This unit will be listed down below in the description box if you guys want to try it out. Definitely use the link in the description box. Also, the hair curls very nicely, I must say that. And I'm trying to think of anything else. I think that's it. I love, like I said previously, I love how it came out. I did not bleach the knots. I did not, as you can see, I did not do any plucking. I just pulled some hair out. So this is what you get with just taking it out of the box, straight out the box. I did not co-wash it or anything, okay? I took it straight out the box and I put it on my head to show you guys how it looks as soon as you take it out of the box, okay? So that's what we did today. Back to the topic that we were talking about throughout this video, and it's about starting a business, how I got into start my business, and just like, you know, ups and downs with it. If you guys want a more in-depth video, of course, let me know down below. I will put a poll on my Instagram for you guys to ask me business questions, and we can, you know, dive in and do that. I just really freeballed this. I know you guys were just always asking about business. How did I start? You want to start a business, and I just wanted to sit down and just talk to you guys and just do a video. So hopefully I did answer some of your questions in this video. However, if you have not started your business yet, and even if you're in the beginning stages, I just want to say go for it. Do not give up. Give it all you have and be patient. It's a process. It's a journey. And it's going to be ups and downs, but however, I told you guys, write your why, and whenever you're having those down moments, look at that why and focus on that why. Never know what you can do, how capable you are to do whatever it is that you want to do until you do it. That's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. If you guys found it useful, of course, give me a thumbs up, share it with somebody else that you think can benefit from it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Again, this unit will be linked down below in the description box, so guys, make sure you check out the description box for all the details on this unit. But I'll see you guys in my next video.